Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some books I just received on Netgalley. I thought I would share you, I believe it's about 5 books I received, and I thought I would show you what I plan on reading and give you some overviews of some books that are coming up. I have my Kindle Fire just because it's a lot easier to look up the books than it is on my Paperwhite, which by the way, I just got a new Kindle Paperwhite. Here's the case that comes in. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I got both of these off Amazon, so if you're curious for anything, I'll link those down below as well. But for video purposes, I do have it charged in because I have not charged it in a while. So I will be getting all my information off my Kindle Fire. The first book that I want to talk about is Some Days Are Dark by Miranda Smith, and this is a thriller. I'm actually currently reading this one at the current moment, and I'm about 45% in there, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm truly liking it, so definitely stay tuned and follow me on Instagram to get more updates on that. But this book says, the description says, I was happy my husband died, but I couldn't admit it, otherwise people might think I killed him. Before, Olivia knows she's lucky. She has a loving husband, Frank, an adorable son, Jake, and a beautiful new home. It couldn't be more different from her childhood on the outskirts of Whitaker, dirt poor and dreaming of getting out. But at the end of long days with no one to talk to, always feeling like she's not quite good enough, she starts to wonder if there's something better waiting. After, everyone in Whitaker knows who Olivia is. She's the woman who left her family for a no-good Dane Miller and the one who most likely shot him. Now there's gossip about her everywhere she goes, and she's too scared to leave the house most days, and she barely gets to see her beloved son. How can a perfect life fall apart so quickly? And when you have nothing to lose, how far will you go to save yourself? The next one is called All I've Ever Done by Mina Hardy, and this one says, she's lost her best friend, her husband, and possibly her mind. 5 months ago, an accident after Dana Sparrow badly injured and missing a few months of her memory. As if that's not enough, she started having reoccurring nightmares about the night of the accident, dreams that feel so real she's left questioning. Maybe she didn't just slide off the road into a ditch. Maybe, just maybe, she hit something or someone. She can't turn to her former best friend, Val, who's been sleeping with Dana's husband, Jonathan, for months. But she might find some comfort in newcomer Cole. Yet the closer they become, the more Dana begins to wonder what really happened that night and how Cole might be connected. Worse, it seems everyone else could be involved too. Who was with her that night? What really happened? As her life unravels thread by thread and the dreams become too real to ignore, Dana will have to face the unthinkable and do the unforgivable. The next one that I have is The Wife Who Knew Too Much by Michelle Campbell. This one comes out June 9th of this year, and I've tried reading Michelle Campbell's books before and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I've tried reading Michelle Campbell's books before in the past, but I haven't really been a big fan, but this one sounded really interesting. It says, Tabitha had her heart broken years ago by Connor Ford. He was preppy, handsome. She was a poor girl at his country club. Their affair should have been a summer fling, but it meant everything to Tabitha. Years later, Connor comes back into Tabitha's life, older, richer, and desperately unhappy. He married for money a wealthy, neurotic, controlling woman whom he never loved. He always loved Tabitha. When Connor's wife, Nina, takes her own life, he's free. He can finally be with Tabitha. Nina's home can be theirs. It seems to be a perfect ending to a fairy tale romance that began so many years ago. But then Tabitha finds a diary. I'm writing this to raise an alarm in the event of my untimely death. It begins. If I die unexpectedly, it was foul play, and Connor was behind it. Connor and her. Who is Connor Ford? Why did he marry Nina? Is Tabitha his true love or a convenient affair? As the police investigate Nina's death, she is a convenient suspect. As Tabitha is drawn deeper into a dark glamour of life she is ill prepared for, it becomes clear to her that what a wife knows can kill her. Interesting. Like, I love a good, like, possibly the husband killed somebody story. I think that's great. Next, we have Night Swim by Megan Golden, and this one comes out on August 4th of this year. And it says, For the first time, her true crime podcast becomes an overnight sensation and set an innocent man free. Rachel Kroll is now a household name and the last hope for thousands of people seeking justice. But she's used to being recognized for her voice, not her face, which makes it all more unsettling when she finds a note on her car windshield addressed to her begging for help. The small town of Neapolis is being torn apart by a devastating rape trial. The town's golden boy, a swimmer destined for Olympic greatness, has been accused of raping high school student, the beloved granddaughter of a police chief. Under pressure to make season 3 a success, Rachel throws herself into interviewing and investigating, but the mysterious letters keep showing up on unexpected places. Someone is following her, and she won't stop until Rachel finds out what happened to her sister 25 years ago. Officially, Jenny Stills tragically drowned, but the letter insists that she was murdered. And when Rachel starts asking questions, nobody seems to want to answer. The past and present start to collide as Rachel uncovers startling connections between the two cases, which change the course of the trial and lives for everyone involved. This one sounds really good. I love like a good like investigative story when it's not like police or like investigators. Like I like it when people do their own investigations. Plus with it being like a podcast, I feel like that's going to be a really good like turn of events. The next one I want to talk about is Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillard. I loved Jar of Hearts by her. I thought that was probably one of my favorite books I've read this year. Even though I gave it 4 stars, I think the epilogue is what really ruined it for me. But I really did love that book and I would recommend it. But her newest one is actually coming out next month on the 21st of April. This one says, Marion had the perfect life. Married to her college sweetheart, she owned a chain of upscale hair salons and Derek runs his own business. They are married in the community and are a loving family, up until the day Sebastian is taken. A year later, Marion is a shadow of herself. The FBI search has gone cold, the publicity has faded, she and her husband rarely speak. The only thing keeping her going is the unlikely chance that one day Sebastian reappears. She hires a private investigator to pick up where the police left off, but instead of finding him, she discovers that Derek is having an affair with a younger woman. Kinsey Lee is an artist and grad student, Instagram famous, and up to her eyeballs in debt. She knows Derek is married. She also knows he's rich, and dating him comes with perks, helping with bills, trips away, expensive gifts. He isn't the first rich boyfriend, but she finds herself hoping he'll be the last. She's falling for him, and that was never part of the plan. Discovery of the affair sparks Marion back to life. She's lost her son. She's not about to lose her husband too. Kinsey is an enemy with a face, which means this is a problem Marion can fix. But as she sets a plan in motion, another revelation surfaces. Derek's lover might know what happened to their son, but so might Derek. This one sounds so good. I cannot wait to read this one. I'm so excited to get this one. All right, guys, that is all of the ARCs that I've currently received. I will definitely keep you in the loop once I have finished some of these books, so definitely check out my wrap-ups at the end of the month. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram where you can see more bookish content there. And I guess until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.